It is likely that many of us spend a bulk of our day sitting and lounging around, looking at our phones, scrolling through countless and different forms of social media. While scrolling through these, you might notice one thing. Post after post on Facebook about the same events and the same news posted over and over again. Going on Instagram, you might see picture after picture of same food places, the same coffee places with the signature cup of latte to the side, to bowls of healthy food, and Instagram models posing in different kinds of clothing trying to sell you something. Through this, I would suggest that social media is now homogenized, and this homogenization is a product of the cultural industry. The cultural industry argues that popular culture is akin to a factory producing standardized cultural goods such as through film, radio, and magazines to help manipulate society into passivity. It is trying to say that consuming these cultural creations are simply a vehicle of entertainment and amusement stripped of any sense of truth. This appeases us and makes us defenseless and unable to resist falling under the rules of capitalism. An example of this is the string of superhero movies, one after another, and the sequels and mashups. This idea of the cultural industry is dangerous as it makes us think that we can only be happy through the notion of consumption. What does this mean when it comes to social media? When social media first came up, it was seen as groundbreaking and new to people who were used to more passive and one-way kinds of communication such as the television. Like in the 2008 Sichuan earthquake, where over 68,000 were killed due to the shoddy construction of schools that caused the buildings to collapse. Similarly, in 2009 during the elections, when the president at the time was trying to limit communications in Iran, social media was seen as an underdog and an unofficial source that's different from the mainstream. Now, social media can be pretty much seen as any other form of media. It can even be seen as an enforcer of homogenization. An example of this is someone who is regarded as famous on Instagram. Their feed would have snapshots of workout pictures, food arranged beautifully in the picture, a cup of coffee, and the people, especially when they are women, to be wearing a specific brand of clothing or accessories. Especially with the clothing, many of them would be offering a coupon code for the brand that they wear, giving other people a chance to be like them. It is placed in a way where the consumers can participate in capitalism to be more like someone else and feel satisfied by the end of it. It has only become more insidious where a mass form of media like a movie in the past, now it is from your phone, from someone who is seemingly like you, but producing the same ideology as the bigger industry. Through this, we can see that the homogenization of social media is another product of the cultural industry. However, this is not always the case, and the cultural industry does not always have hold on all the pieces of media, even if they are delivered the same way as other pieces of media. For example, even in the mainstream media, we have found successful narratives that go against the mainstream. An example of this is the Lego movie, that enforces a strong message of individuality prevailing and conformity to fill. Which shows us that if the mainstream media can do it, it's just a matter of time before social media heads in that direction as well.